Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. It's time to get out and play. I know that because Heather Sims is here from the Sports Alliance and the Get Out and Play program. She brought with her Matt Genther, who is here from the Park City Ice Arena, and then also Scott Koff from UOP. Welcome. Great to have you guys here. Last you and I talked, we were out there in your neck of the woods playing. We had a great time.
Yeah, that's easy to do up there, right?
So
many different activities, and we're so excited to be a part of what's coming up and what Heather's put together. It's a great relationship.
Indeed. Well, we know that you had incredible feedback for what you did with Get Out and Play at the outset, and then it became apparent that there were still some underserved parts of the schools that there's some gaps to fill. And one of those that we know is that when you get to middle school, all of a sudden we start to talk about team sports and things, and they have some, but doesn't accommodate all the kids. So suddenly, where we may have had some stuff in the elementary, now we don't have things for everybody to do.
That's correct.
And you guys figured out how to fill that gap.
We did, and it's thanks to our amazing community, because we are working with nonprofits, the public services, and private companies to put together this program. And it covers everybody. We feel it covers everybody, even those kids that are not sporty or maybe not into team building.
Sure.
So we have put together a program that includes mountaineering, climbing at UOP, and some social ice skating, and Lululemon's children's brand, Aviva, are going to come and do yoga, CrossFit. We've got Skull Candy that are going to make music. We've got the Intermountain Healthcare that are going to do Teen Iron Chef.
That would be fun. I want to see that.
I know. Basin Rec and PC Mark are going to do a mixture of activities. We have CrossFit, cross country at White Pine Touring. So we have a bunch of activities that we've put together. This great program. I'm calling it great because
it is. Yeah.
And we have a new name for it.
It's like Get Out and Do Stuff, the way the one I came up with.
I know.
Darn it. I was like, I kind of thought that was a good one.
No, we actually are going to call it Activ8.
Okay,
and it's
Activ8.
ACTIV and then the number 8, and that will accommodate if we go for the regrading up to 8th grade.
Okay.
And like our Get Out and Play program, we have core values, and the core values, we're going to have 8 core values for the middle school program.
Smart.
So things like respect and accountability and confidence and friendship and equality. So we're going to work on those, and the students will have a little passport.
Okay.
And for each activity, they will get a check mark next to one of the core values. And once they have completed all 8 and done a CPR award, they will get a Young Leaders Award. And the idea is that after they have completed the award, they will then be able to be employed by people like Young Riders and Basin Rec and go for babysitting jobs, because now they have proof that they're a responsible member of our community.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, so we're excited.
You know, the thing that does that, I think is intrinsic in that is that not only do they, are we teaching important lessons here, but that internalization of all that is what gives those kids confidence.
Exactly. And we have so many kids on a Friday afternoon, which again is their half day, that just go down to Redstone and hang out. And so we're hoping to capture those kids and give them something to do, because they have nothing to do, and so they're just hanging out at the shops. And also for our members of the community that are low income and can't afford to do some of the activities, we've given them such a great feel of the community with the Get Out and Play program and the scholarships that we offer. And so we want to continue to offer those in the middle school program and get them doing some great fun activities. So, and I couldn't do it without about members of our community
That's
who
right.
have come together to help, and the outpouring of the community of these venues in wanting to help, and they've been a really big part of putting it together and coming up with ideas for the name and ideas for the core value. So I'm just super grateful.
That's terrific. Yeah, well, Matt's over there making ice all the time, wondering why he's not getting enough kids on it. So we got to figure that out. I guess we got a solution here.
The program itself is awesome because it fits so perfectly into our extremely busy schedule.
Yeah.
So we're happy, and it feels really good that we can accommodate this and have the kids come on Fridays and enjoy the ice, and maybe even look further into their ice careers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Get further into ice sports,
And ice hockey, skating, so many things that speed skating. Who knows where it might take them? That's
exactly.
That's pretty tough. That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. So
I
we're
like
excited.
this a lot.
Yeah.
Talk to me about when you've seen. I mean, from your own experience, you mentioned the kids are kind of. We sort of set them up to not do stuff.
Right.
We're like, entertain yourselves, and here's what we've given you. There's a TV and a video game.
Yeah.
Right? You guys that are out there that are trying to get kids involved in sports, that's not always easy if you don't have the place to seek them out in the venue to go after them. You can go in their school right now and get them excited about this. That makes things a little easier.
It does, yeah. We'll have more ice for them to enjoy on those Friday afternoons, and we'll have better logistics to get them there and whatnot. So that'll be
that's half the battle.
Easier to get them excited about these. And who knows? Maybe they'll just be a recreational skater for the rest of their lives, or maybe they'll play ice hockey. So
how
you
important
don't
is
know
that
where
skill,
these
though?
things,
Yeah.
You don't know where these activities and their involvement, where it will take them.
Right.
That's the exciting, I think, part with it. And here in Park City, you can think of the traditional, what I would call stick and ball sports, football, basketball,
Sure.
baseball type of thing. Probably more traditionally here in Park City is ski jumping, Nordic skiing, all these outlier types of activities that we can expose the kids to. And like we talked about, you don't know the doors that it'll open. And I know for the Olympic Legacy Foundation and the UOP, our relationship, it's great. We're excited about the program and just love being a part of it. It's part of our core. One of our core missions is that youth development. So
That's right.
It's awesome.
Well, you mentioned something that it bears repeating, I think, and that is that when we look at those other sports, football, basketball, baseball, the opportunity is not as tremendous. I mean, we really think about the number of kids that are going to competitively play. They're going to take that into any level above it. It gets really small, 1 in 100,000 in some cases, and then going to even another level, even less. But yet, here in Park City, we've got kids that on a fairly typical basis have those opportunities. And then now where you're providing it to a wider swath of people, that really, that ups the ante. And frankly, it does the one thing that I've always said, if I was ever to sort of knock, any of these sports, because some of them, bobsled, skeleton, ski jumping, some of them are pretty expensive sports. And the thing that we've not been able to do is to give everybody in some cases a fair shake at that, which means we lose out on having some really great athletes possibly.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Here we're kind of balancing that scale, give everybody a go at it. We find out that maybe the kid who otherwise wouldn't be doing it might be the very best one to do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
That's important.
And the thing is, also in the state of Utah, there are no sanctioned school competitive sports until 9th grade. And so the problem is, if you've got a kid who is fantastic at even the stick and ball sports, unless they are part of a team where they have to, it's expensive, as you said, then, they've got no chance of playing that at high school, really,
That's right.
because they haven't had the experience. And so with the programs, both the Get Out and Play and the new Activ8 program, the idea is that they really do get to try as much as we can. And, if their passion with them in the middle school is, it becomes nutrition and making food. At least that they've had a go at trying it. But if their passion is climbing and mountaineering, it's taking them that way. So
Indeed.
it's a, I think we are so blessed, and as you can tell, I'm not from Park City, so
Really?
to be in this town,
You have a Park City accent.
we are so blessed in this town to have these amazing facilities, and every day I feel so lucky that my kids, and I have an 11 and 9-year-old, get to try
That's right.
some of these sports.
Growing up in Logan, Utah, and being from a fairly meager existence, these things would not have been available to me. And in fact, I remember watching the 76 games. I don't think I've ever said this on the air, but my mom's probably watching right now, so she's going to say something about this. But I watched the 76 games, and I said, you know what, Mom, I want to be a bobsledder and a ski jumper. And my mom said, that's really swell. There's no place here, anywhere near here, for you to do those. So that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
And that was, man, I couldn't believe that. Was really, I can't?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where we can say, no, you can. This is great.
Yeah.
We are blessed. We're lucky. And we've got all these terrific facilities. I remember when Olympic Park was coming online, just the joy that brought to so many people who were so excited to finally have a facility to ski jump. That was the first thing that opened. And boy, it changed everything. It's just these are game-changing things.
Yeah.
Giving kids an opportunity to do stuff is so important. And I wanted to talk about the transferability of these skills because, as you mentioned, the core values are part of that. But I think even more so, the confidence that this gets. And you see this with a ropes course and things like that over at Olympic Park, and with people, getting out and trying some of these new activities. Talk to me about transferable skills. I think you know more about that than just about anybody.
Well, I think of just like we're talking about, that exposing our youth to these different activities, and just as a parent, my philosophy has been you fill up the kids' suitcase, their life's experience with as many positive things as you possibly can, and hopefully when they're move out on their own, you've packed their suitcase really well. And this is an opportunity for us, as that analogy goes, to really pack this suitcase full of experiences, because like we've talked about, you don't know where these go. And as far as the transferable skills, again, you don't know all the layers and the places that these things can go. As far as the experiential learning, those transferable skills, the opportunity is there to build confidence and some of the core values like we're talking about. So it's that exposure to these things, because you just don't know their time on that ice. They may not be lifetime skaters, but you don't know where that experience will lead them. It simply could be meeting another person that they have common interest in.
Exactly.
And gives them the confidence that maybe they use their time on the ice, that it gives them the confidence to all of a sudden they're doing a little better in school because they have this added confidence, and just those experiences can be very, very positive.
Matt, you've had the fortunate, and so have I, have gotten to spend so much time at the Park City Figure Skating Club. I love spending time with these girls because I see that confidence. I see that. I imagine that's an everyday thing for you.
A lot of them are going up to a competition this weekend, and you do get to see a lot of confidence. They're really focused before the competitions and before the shows. They definitely exude that confidence. Same thing with the hockey players before a big game. You can kind of see them focused.
They take that to school with them.
They do.
That's an important thing.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys so much for being here. We're wrapping up the hour. We're going to use every last second of it. I want to thank you so very much. The Youth Sports Alliance, get out and play. Activ8.
Yep.
I like that. Activ8. Let's do it. We should all together. Ready? As we go out to commercial break. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Activ8.
Back with more after this.
Thank you.